Beat Making Basics.
What's good, YouTube? Beat Making Basics back again with another dope video. If you're new to my channel, please do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe as well as give me a thumbs up on the video. It does help out the channel. But without further ado, let's jump right on in. Now, today's topic is actually going to be a subscriber slash viewer topic. We have Sabri here to ask, hey, can you do a vid on how to make a beat with a loop? Would really help. All right, so Sabri, and to all my other subscribers and viewers, that's what we're going to be doing. Let's go ahead and respond. Absolutely. Bow. And let's jump in. All right, so basically, I already have some drums here, so we don't have to waste time dragging and dropping drums in. And I'm gonna go ahead and I have my keyboard here pulled up. And this is so you can see what I'm playing on my MIDI keyboard. Okay, I'm gonna be actually using samples from my Blue Fire Melody Kit. I feel like this is a perfect segue to go ahead and let you know that I do have a dope melody kit where you can get some loops you can use royalty free in your production. So this video, we're going to be using that. Make sure you go to my site, beatmakingbasics.com. You can grab that Blue Fire kit for a real affordable price. Links will be in the description below, but without further ado, let's jump right in. So I don't know which loop I'm going to choose. I'm going to actually kind of go through here. I want to make like a trap beat using this. I mean, trap beats are in right now. Everybody wants to make trap beats. So we're going to just listen to a couple of these beats or loops and see what we want to do here. That's a hard sample, but it's just not really what I want to make as far as like a trap beat. Let me keep on going here. Got another slow jam, probably not gonna be. This could work. We could speed this up. So we're gonna put this as a maybe. That's a pretty dope one, but we're gonna just put that as a no. Let's see here. That's a maybe. A little too slow. That's a hard one too. That's a maybe. Jungle Rock and so far Jungle Rock and I think it's Story. No, not Story. Slow Jam. Jungle Rock and Slow Jam so far. City Streets maybe. All right, so we're gonna use City Streets. So I'm just gonna drag this sample right on in. And now we have this sample right here. So Basically, basically what you need to do is create a new software instrument track and make sure you select under instrument quick sampler. This is what we're doing. I put stereo right there and push create. That's what I did. Once you're in this quick sampler, you found the sample that you want, whether it's from the Blue Fire kit or some other place like Splice or anybody else's melody or loop kit. Then what you want to do is make sure you're in classic mode. Okay. Reason why I like classic mode, I have a little bit more control. So like for instance, recorder, that's for if I wanted to record a sample in here, maybe through my voice or like a bass instrument or something like that plugged into my interface. Slice mode is pretty cool too. I could pretty much chop this up. Right now it's chopped up by the transients. We could do beat division. We could do equal divisions. One shot mode, I really don't like using that with actual loops because basically once I push any note on the keyboard, it's going to play all the way through. And that's why I like using classic mode, because as long as I have the keyboard held down, as long as the melody is going to play. But anyway, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and select this guy right here, tempo follow. Basically, whatever tempo I make the BPM here in the project, this should match up pretty well with it. So now you can also take this and reverse it right here. And sometimes you do have to go scroll over with your mouse or left or right on your mouse or trackpad and clear out some dead space here. That's which we have to do on this one. And then also you could go over here and fade it. And that's a major hack when it comes to using samples or loops in your production. Always, always, always look into what it would sound like if you reversed it, because you can come up with something super lit. And that's what we're going to actually do in this video. We're going to reverse this sample. That's hard. Okay, so let's go ahead and work with that. First things first, we're going to go ahead and put up a loop, and then we're going to go ahead and turn our metronome on just so we can know or keep track of the timing. So I'm going to push R, and we're going to lay this down. All right, bet. Double click on this, and then we're going to go ahead and quantize this. Push Command A, and then if you come over here to the Q, I always put like a swing on it. So we'll push 1/16 swing A, push that Q, and everything's quantized. All right, bet. So now that we have our loop, let's play this real quick. Now that we have that loop, what I want to do next is right click on it and go to force legato. And what that just did is move the note to the very end of this this measure here, this last measure of the loop. So it's going to sound a whole lot cleaner when it loops up. All right, sounds kind of like some type of crazy Drake beat. We could do a couple of things to this loop just to make it sound different here. One thing that you could always do is EQ it. So I could take out some of the highs, see what that sounds like. Just a simple little bit of EQ in there just to clean it up just a little bit. So it sounds pretty dope. You could also go ahead and add some type of reverb to it. I specifically like using Valhalla Room. It's not a stock reverb, but it's fairly inexpensive, but it sounds pretty dope when I put this on certain things. All right, so we got that on there, and I could actually kind of EQ it just a little bit more. Next thing I'm gonna do is just start working on building the beat. Basically, these are drum samples I already drugged into the quick sampler, so that's basically what's going on with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and push play, and we're gonna lay down a clap first. After that's laid down, I want to go ahead and quantize it. Highlight everything by pushing Command A and then pushing this Q. And then I like going directly next to, going with the snare, not the snare, but the hi-hat next. This is how I lay down my beats usually. And I could go over here and push quick the step sequencer. I found that the step sequencer is pretty quick when it comes to laying down hi-hats. Just do every other one, and if you want a more detailed pattern, you can go up to 64 steps, and you add some variation here. All right, we already got some sauce going just by adding those hi-hats. And now what you could do is go ahead and add this snare here. The snares, I usually like using the piano roll or just going ahead and using my MIDI keyboard. A simple pattern like that will work. All right, so we got a dope pattern rolling. We're also gonna go ahead and use this kick drum. You want to keep that kick drum pattern pretty simple. You don't want to do too much rolls and all that type of stuff. It kind of can mess up the beat if you don't keep it simple. All right, and then the last instrument I have here is my open hi-hat. And I'm just gonna play this with the MIDI keyboard. All right, so we have a basic drum pattern. We also have our sample rolled in here. One quick tip that we could use when it comes to making something different go on with the melody. I just basically pushed, first of all, I pushed Command D to double this, and then I'm just going to hold down Option and drag this down, and it's going to pretty much make a copy of what we got going here. There's a plugin though that you could use. It's called Halftime. It's by Cable Guys, and basically, if you are new to Halftime plugin, it's going to slow it down some. And so, like when we push play. And basically what that does is just gives you a whole different vibe for different parts of the track here. We could go ahead and double this one more time, right? And I could actually turn off the halftime plugin on this one. Take this down, and I can do another trick here, which is to take out a lot of the highs on this, and this could be another part of the record or the song here. Definitely sounds like something Drake might get on, something like that, you know. But yeah, man, that's pretty much how you're gonna get your basic loop going. After that, you obviously want to track it out, mix it, those type of things. But I just wanted to give you a quick video to show you, you know, at least my process when it comes to creating beats with loops, just to kind of go over it again. You find a loop that you like. You can set your BPM over here in Logic Pro 10. You're going to pull open the quick sampler and drag the sample in. Play around with different parts, right? So I could have came over here and moved this right here and found different parts that I could play it right here, but I decided I wanted to reverse it. So all you had to do to reverse is click this button and reversed it. Make sure that this guy is on so that the tempo matches there. All right. Now, there's other things you could do to the sample down here as well, like just to manipulate it. But I didn't do that in this video. But anyway, after you do that, you can add EQ, reverb, different things like that nature, different effects. Doesn't matter which ones you put on there. Just make sure it's not too much going on with the effects. And then add your beat, you know what I mean? And it's pretty much a wrap on that. But anyway, y'all, make sure that you go ahead and get subscribed. If you're brand new, please give me a thumbs up on the video, and also make sure that you visit my website, beatmakingbasics.com. Okay, beatmakingbasics.com is going to be your #1 hub or source for different things related to music production and your development as a producer. We have courses. We're going to be adding new content and courses directly to that site actually today. And going forward in the future. You can get this Blue Fire Melody Kit, okay? Comes with about 13 samples, plus you get the track stems, which is pretty dope. So like on this City Streets, if I just wanted to get just this part right here, and then what that does, it just opens up a whole lot for you musically, you know what I mean? Instead of just only working with just those samples, you can grab different stems and elements within each of those samples to make your beats. But anyway, y'all, enough plugs. Make sure you click the links. It will take you right to the content and everything like that. But we're out. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you in the next video.